What is up, guys? It is Reg here for some Call of Duty Advanced Warfare Theory and Speculation. In particular, we're going to talk about multiplayer and how kill streaks or score streaks could be changing. So the gameplay you're seeing is from the map Departed from Map Pack 3, and it is based off the festival Dia de los Muertos. Very fun to say. But anyway, guys, if you do enjoy today's video and you could go on to leave a like, that would be so helpful, and I would love you guys forever. But that's enough of that. On to the actual video. Like I said earlier, we're going to be talking about the actual streaks in Call of Duty. Now, one thing why Call of Duty is better than other games in certain areas is that Call of Duty has streaks. You know, not many games have this. You don't see it in Battlefield, you don't see it in other games, whereas Call of Duty does have it. The first thing to actually be added was kill streaks. However, this was changed to score streaks in Black Ops 2 and then went back to kill streaks in Ghost. However, we recently saw an update allowing players to actually earn extra points for playing the objective. An example of this is how if you can pick up a tag, you earn half a point, and if you actually change a flag from enemy to friendly, you actually earn a whole point, as if you got one whole kill. This is very good as it rewards players for actually playing the objective rather than just going around and shooting whoever they want. Now, since Call of Duty Advanced Warfare is very futuristic, and so was Black Ops 2, nowhere near as though, surely you would think that the games are very similarly linked. And so that's why I think a lot of features from Black Ops 2 will be returned but upgraded in Advanced Warfare. A main example of this is how the score streaks could be changed, which I'm going to be telling you about, guys, now. So when we see score streaks in Black Ops 2, you can actually get points for, you know, getting kills, for getting flag captures, for blowing up bombs and stuff like that. So that's really cool, and I think that's a very good system. I prefer it to the system in Ghost, where you might get a point or a half a point for completing the objective. The reason why I think this is just not enough in Advanced Warfare is because it has to be dynamic. That's one word that was lacked in Call of Duty overall, especially Ghosts, although they did try with field orders and different kind of things. One example I'm thinking of is on Octane. You know, you can blow up a wall, but only if you go up to a certain point and hold X to pull out some C4 you didn't even have on the map. While they tried to be dynamic in areas, it just did not work for me. And so I think Advanced Warfare is going to have to be very clever when it comes to dynamic features. Often in co-ops modes, in zombies, in Extinction and stuff like that, we've seen a lot of this search and build and stuff like that, you know? Especially in Extinction and Ghost, we've seen a lot of, you know, you can search for ammo, you can search for pieces, for weapons and stuff, you can search for all different things, and that's why I think it would be oh so great for Advanced Warfare. In particular, something that I've been keeping from you guys, which I want to now talk about, is that great idea which I think is instead of having points to earn in Advanced Warfare multiplayer, you actually earn money. Now, we actually did see this before in Modern Warfare 3 Survival Mode, and it worked very well. You know, you could buy stuff with it. I think it would just work as well, if not even better, in multiplayer. Now, some of you may be asking, why on earth is there a point of changing points to money? Well, apart from the fact that it makes it more realistic, it does actually open up some new metaphorical doors for them. A main example I think would be cool is if in these co-op modes you can actually search for things, money, etc. in Extinction. So what I'm thinking is to have very few searchable items around the map on multiplayer. Now, I'm not talking that if you just unravel a bag, you can actually find a little code for a chem or something. I'm not talking about that at all. What I'm meaning is that maybe you could find a certain amount of money which you could add towards your score streaks, and maybe this could actually fund a low score streak depending on what it is. So put it in another way, basically you could go around the map, find small amounts of money, not much at all, otherwise it wouldn't be fair, and add this to your Scorestreak system. Now, in terms of actually dying and stuff, when would you keep this money, when would you lose it? I would expect that you would lose this money automatically when you die. Imagine it as if you have cash on you. When you die, you're not going to have that cash on you still. A new player is going to spawn and they're not going to have that cash. Although they could have some weird system, you know, where like instead of cash or assault mode, you can have like support kill streaks where you actually have like a credit card and the same player can use a different card. Now, I'm not actually obviously suggesting you could come in with like a Visa logo printed on and stuff, but I think that'd be a pretty awesome idea. Another really awesome thing which this actually opens up as well is the Scorestreak system and how you actually call in your streaks. So again, I'm not going to be talking too much about this in this video. I'm going to be doing a separate video on kill streaks, but what I think would be really awesome is in all Call of Duty games you have 3 little stacks at the sides for different streaks. What I think would be awesome is if you don't actually choose those 3 and you can actually choose in game. Now, I mean, maybe you could have some default ones set just in case you don't have time to change them, but I think what would be cool is if, you know, you have money and you say, okay, I've earned enough money for this now from getting a few kills and from getting this flag and stuff, and then you have enough money to buy something, so you can quickly whip out your iPad or whatever it is, maybe even pull out the screen on your wrist and just tap away until you get the kill streak you want. From this point forward, you could select it and that money will be deducted from your total. Now, I don't know why they haven't done this before, but I think that'd be an awesome idea, actually choosing the streaks you want in-game live rather than having ones on the side which you have to stick to. Not only would this be cool for Call of Duty, but I'm sure other people join me in saying there have been many a time when I have wished I had chose different streaks to what the ones I have, or had not had enough time time to actually add all of them. You know, I might have been changing one and accidentally forgot to put it back, and so I keep only having 2. So having this idea of maybe having a default set of 3 and then having the rest you can actually choose in game or change whenever, that would be really awesome, and I really think that would be very positive for Call of Duty. I mean, maybe it might not actually be even in the game. You know, Call of Duty Ghosts work very well with the mobile app, and so you could be able to change it on the phone, but I don't think see that working well. Just before we end this video, I've decided to make a little imaginary version of what we could be seeing in Advanced Warfare in terms of kill streaks. So obviously we don't know many kill streaks yet, but I'm going to be covering that in another video. But just imagine having different prices for these things, acting essentially the same as the Scorestreak system, but you can actually find money on the floor. So that's been the gist of today's video. I hope you guys have enjoyed. If you have, a like would really support this. Also a comment would go excellent with it, just to let you guys know what you think and have you got your own ideas. If you have, it'd be awesome to hear them below and how we could actually be changing the Scorestreak system. Please note that today's video I'm actually not going to be talking about the streaks themselves, only how they work and how you call them in and stuff like that. But that has been my time, guys. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you soon.